everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Hogwarts Legacy Let's Play, and we are back with Vesper. And today we're gonna continue on the story side quest over here. Quite a few side quests over here. We're gonna continue on the main story.
They must have come this way. Think!
Dark Wizard?
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be so...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Uh-oh.
So, the hunt begins.
Potato!
Try dodging this.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Collections section of the field guide has been updated with a new enemy type. You may learn valuable insight on enemies, such as their weaknesses to certain spells.
No, Potato! We can hold them up!
I'm not going anywhere.
You take this student off of my dead body!
Little brat. Don't steal your loading. No, don't. Oh.
Jeez. You okay, miss?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous.
Priya?
Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who is Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who
Aw.
piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Interesting.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Okay.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
The mallow sweet.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
I just guessed, like... They're pyres, they need fire. Ooh.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Cool. What does it do?
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more.
Okay.
I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
All
And
right.
do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Trials of Merlin. Oh, she's just packing up? Man, I wish I could do that. What? I got a crate here. Alright, well... What's next? Herbology class. Meet with Natty. Help the stranger. Question. Cast Incendio on enemies. Times 5. By dodge rolling. Times 10. Okay, let's go to Herbology class. Go to map. Hogwarts. Let's go here. Travel. Okay. Herbology class, here I come.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new form and cut down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now,
Love
for
it.
our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Hello.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I enjoyed it.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Okay.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Right here.
This restorative properties
Interact.
make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
10 minutes. Oh, like real life minutes. Okay.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Okay.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead.
Okay.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. but you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical
that's this
Slytherin
kid.
Trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And, here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm gonna grab all of them. How do you toss one at him? I need to select a Chinese chopping cabbage from my tool wheel and toss it across. Aha.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
What was this? Get new leaves? Anything else to get in here? Mallow sweet? Alright. How did I get this thing to go?
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Alright. We completed herbology class.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pot.
Hey, Sebastian.
Only cost me my damned hearing.
4 minutes until this comes.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern
anything
are
else
as
that I
necessary
can-
in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Didn't need. Dear Professor Garlic, how very thoughtful of you, and to remember that strawberries are my favorite. That's as sweet as can be. It's no wonder muggles love them so much. Everything you cultivate seems to be of such high quality, from bitter root to berries. I do hope that my darling niece can learn this skill whilst under your tutelage. Lenora so adores you, as do all of your students, I'm sure. Warmest regards, Eleanor Everly. Flirting going on here. Alright. 4 minutes.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flute.
Alright, what do we have to do next? Attend potions class. Alright, let's go to potions class.
It's tradition in my
Do,
house.
do, do. Do, 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 do.
Maybe Auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Professor Sharp's
Alright,
guest.
potions class.
I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Sebastian is literally in all of our classes.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Okay.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Alright. Getting there. One errant sneeze would be disastrous, he said.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Okay.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a Goblin Rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yeah.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I can get you that feather.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion station.
Mongrel fur. Or office, Borgin and Burks. Borgin and Burks had an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more orders to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are amongst the new additions. Further instructions to follow. Okay. Ash one. Where's the feather? Here. Super feather. Is that everything? That might be everything. Turn to Gareth with the fooper.
Not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the fooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Okay.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions. Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed.
Right.
Have patience and be thorough.
Need to make this. "25 seconds.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening?
Uh-oh.
Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragonstar! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Uh-oh.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay. Well,
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Gareth.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
All right.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Okay, we got level 11 and follow your lead to the book's missing. Visit Mr. Ollivander in Hogsmeade. Okay, we can do that. But I'm not running there. Hogsmeade. Ollivander's is right there. So we'll travel here. Oh, and then we can go get that chest. Whose house was that in? The one where we have to sneak?
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Whose house was that in? Don't know.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old one-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Okay. Ollivander's heirloom. Investigate the owlery. Hello, kitty. Cute kitty. Alright, let's go back. The map. Hogwarts. Let's go here, I suppose? No. Go here. I don't know if this is close or what, but the owlery. Okay, we're almost there. Oops. Up over there, huh? Where are you taking me? Oh, we gotta go on this road. Bros.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Yep, I'm headed up to that tower up there. mushrooms. Hello, owls. Not really using potions and stuff, but never know, might come in handy.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
Prefect casual uniform. Better than what we have on. It is. Wear this. Hello, owls.
Don't mind me, owls. I'm here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues? I
Right there.
recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. No statues here. Here's a welcome surprise.
What was it?
Nothing. Oh, this will do nicely. I'd best keep looking.
Revelio.
Oh.
Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws.
Oh, there's more up there.
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher. I'll take that, thank you. No statues here. Nothing. I'd best keep looking. No statues here. Here's a welcome surprise. Oh, this will do nicely. Nothing. I'd best keep looking.
Back here, you page. What?
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Okay, there's one that I did not get yet. Right there.
No statues here.
Okay, let's go down. Maybe some statues and stuff. Oh, nope.
What's happening?
Okay. Aw.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So, Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
I'll see you at the forest.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Alright, sick. Someone just popped in up here. Alright. Interesting. Well, we'll go and do that, but we're gonna do that in the next episode, because right now we're gonna wrap up. I need to learn the disarming charm before I can follow Richard Jackdaw's ghost into the Forbidden Forest. What? Alarm. Oh, I need to do this. Okay. We need to go find some enemies. Cast Incendio and dodge. Appearances. Alright, okay. We might do some side questing then. See what we can do. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. And when we come back, we'll do this side quest and try to get Expelliarmus, or whatever the case is, so that we can continue on the main story quest. So I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Hogwarts Legacy Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.